Okay, again, you can feel free to ask me after this rules meeting or anybody wearing a referee shirt if you have points questions. I'm glad to answer them. On to the submission legalities. By the way, points are across the board for gi and no gi. There's no difference in the way we score the points. Everything is kept as simple as possible. Submission legality. Juvenile competitors, there are no attacks below the waist for any kids. No children or teens, nothing below the waist. No straight ankle locks, no knee bars, nothing. No wrist locks, no neck cranks, no bicep slicers for kids. Arm locks, bent and straight are fine. Chokes are fine for kids. Pulling down the head in a triangle is okay. Understand that with the juvenile divisions, our referees will step in and stop the match if they believe a child is going to be injured. It doesn't matter if the kid has been attacked. Our referees are looking out for the safety of the kids above all else. One more quick note about the juvenile divisions. Sometimes we'll combine skill divisions in the interest of making matchups that are good based on weight and age. Because again, the safety of the kids is paramount. That's the number one concern for us. Our referees for the kids are very experienced refs as well, handpicked by me. I just want you guys to understand that. No slamming of any kind for anyone. I'm glad that you mentioned that because I was about to gloss over it. Takedowns are perfectly legal, but we love using the Matt Hughes example for this. You may not pick the person up and jump on top of them with the intent to injure them. You have to kind of use your imagination because we can't actually demonstrate this one very well without crippling our referees. I think everybody gets the idea. Judo throws are fine, wrestling takedowns are fine. You can't pick the person up and then try to slam them on purpose to hurt them. Guard position, any kind of guard, submission, whatever, you may pick the person up, but if you slam them back down to the ground, you are going to be DQ'd. There's no question about that, guys. So please be very careful with your partners, with your opponents. This is a combat sport, but this is not a fight. This is not a mixed martial arts fight. I want to make that very clear. Back to the submission legalities. So cover the juveniles. For the adults, no gi divisions. For all adult competitors, the rule set is exactly the same except for adult advanced no gi. So if you're not in the adult advanced no gi division, the only leg attacks you can do are straight ankle locks, as demonstrated here by Mr. Chantorio, and straight knee bars. Heavy emphasis on the straight. For the straight ankle lock, you may fall straight back or to the same side as the leg that you're attacking. You may not fall the other way with the leg because this puts inward pressure on the knee, as you can clearly see Bumpkin's knee turning inward here. The foot positioning is irrelevant. If you fall this way, it puts inward pressure on the guy's knee. Now, our referees are not looking to automatically disqualify you if you do happen to fall into a leg reap unintentionally. What they're going to do is give you the opportunity to reset the position from a legal position. This isn't the World Championships. This is not an automatic disqualification if you slip, your foot slips off or something like that. Okay? Happens a lot from the bottom. The referee will warn you, and if you continue to do it, you will be penalized for it. But the first time, you'll just be warned.
Should the leg reap the leg all across the foot position? Nice, sweet old leg.
It doesn't matter which way you fall if you're going across the leg like this, with or without that field of pressure. This is the illegal position for everybody except for adult advanced no gi. Okay, everybody clear on the leg reap issue? Good, we can move on. Adult advanced no gi, twisting leg locks are fine. That includes toe holds, heel hooks, etc. Bicep slicers and calf slicers are reserved for adult advanced no gi as well. Exploding outward pressure on the elbow is reserved for adult advanced no-gi. Okay? Just so you guys understand. Same thing for the knee with the calf slicer. One more time for all adult no-gi divisions. The only attacks below the waist allowed are straight ankle locks and straight knee bars. The only exception is the adult advanced no-gi. Most of the adult advanced no-gi competitors, you guys know the rules pretty well by now. For the gi divisions, it's even simpler. White belt, blue belt, and purple belt adult competitors all have the same rule set. The only leg attack that you can do, the only thing below the waist is a straight ankle lock. Bicep slicers and calf slicers are reserved for brown and black belts, along with toe holds. Heel hooks are never legal in the gi. Spine locks, neck cranks are never legal in the gi. Any questions about submission legality for adults? Toe hold is considered a twisting leg attack, and that would be only allowed for adult advanced no-gi. Wrist locks are allowed for all adult competitors. The last thing is the boundaries here for the rules. US Grappling doesn't have any defined boundaries other than the actual physical boundaries that you see here. So you'll see our referees moving around a lot. The end result of this is that you get to keep grappling as long as possible, uninterrupted. As long as you're not going to interfere with another match or about to go off of the matted area, your match will be allowed to continue, generally speaking. If you're about to bump into somebody else, or if you're about to roll off of the matted area, the referee is likely to tell you to stop and put their hands on you. Keep your position, because the referee is going to try to reset this in the middle of the ring if possible. If it's not possible to reset it, they're going to restart it on the feet. Any last questions, guys? All right, again, guys, we've already started assigning the rings here. If you can take a look over at the whiteboard for just a minute. Even if you can't read it from here, I'll just read what it says briefly. Oh, I can even read this one, this is good. Kids are going to check in at mat 8. All juvenile competitors are going to check in at mat 8. Okay? All of the juvenile divisions are going to be on mat 7 and 8 today. I hope you guys appreciate the convenience factor there. It's going to be much easier for you. All women's no-gi divisions are going to check in at mat 6. All 30-plus men are going to check in at mat 5. No-gi advanced 162.1 and above are going to check in at mat 4. And 162 and below are going to check in at mat 3. So 4, 3. Intermediate no-gi men, 162.1 and above, are going to check in at mat 2. And intermediate 162 and below are going to check in at mat 1. If you missed this, just check the whiteboard over there. We wrote it up. If you haven't heard your division assigned yet, it hasn't been assigned yet. It will be assigned later in the day, though. So I want to thank you guys for coming out again. Before I let everybody go, just a brief couple of things from Guy Pendergast, please, sir. I want to have him especially talk about why this tournament is important.